Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Here we go. Fighting her dudes. Oh, we missed him. We gotta
probably
do.
fighting their wives.
Oops. Oops. Let's see. Oh, dang it. I messed up.
Yeah, kill that little thing. It's the one controlling everything.
Yeah. We had to break the bond.
The ties that bind.
The ties that bind.
Yeah, smack it. Smack it.
Oops. Oh, it's hitting me. I forgot.
To go back to what we were discussing last episode, just to put a final thought, I don't see how anyone has time to be consistently mad at people they don't know. And that's what that's what outrage culture is. It's to be consistently on edge over stuff that, even if it were real and not just made up perception in your head, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not worth it. Do the good you can do with where you are and what you have.
Yeah. Be the change in the world.
And it's not like, whoa, I need to like deplatform so-and-so and whatever side, like, who cares, man? Just just let it go.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't make any sense. Oh, damn. Getting owned.
But it's a way of currency now to just say crap like that. It pits neighbor against neighbor, and that's why we're so divided as a country, is because people just won't chill out and make. Yeah. We should all just be making fun of each other always. That's how you make friends with people. You like laugh with them and at them with them together.
Yeah. Oops! Don't take pictures of them. Dang, I hit the wrong button. Well, I don't know, man. Like ever since I was like little kid in like elementary school, and like I was trying to learn how to make friends, and then teachers were like, "Why are you like making fun of that kid?" Or like, "Why are you letting that kid make fun of you?" I was like, "We're not. Like he's not crying like and going home to his mom. This is how you bond."
It's like when you tell kids like, "Stop pushing each other. Like we're having fun."
Yeah. I don't know. You have to like be really good friends though with somebody though first. Like you can troll a little bit online and it be fun, but cyberbullying or whatever is not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool.
So you shouldn't like make somebody want to kill themselves.
That's just for losers. Like if you like get off making someone feel bad, you're just a loser.
Yeah. But like you can rag on me for not liking like Return of the damn it.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah, The Last Jedi, yeah.
You can make fun of me for that, or like, whatever, and I know that I can make fun of you for not liking it, or like being so heated about it, because it's one of those movies to me where I'm just like, oh, I don't care. I don't care, Check this out. All right, you can jump around corners.
Yeah, you're gonna like fling yourself?
Oh, wait, why can't I? What?
Because you're pulling it. It's gotta like pull you.
I did it before. I'll figure it out.
It just bugs me, man. It bugs me to see people like my age and older on the internets and on TV just yelling at each other like fucking children.
There we go.
Like,
yeah.
Well, bunch of David Lee Roth impersonators yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Why do the time, people? It's just weird. Like, have some integrity. And this is coming from a guy who's wearing a Mastodon shirt and shorts. But for real, man, I wouldn't go on like national television and just yell at people.
Phil.
Because they don't agree the way with what I think.
Yeah.
It's just weird. But the thing is, they get paid to do it. And if they didn't get paid to do it, they still get social credit like people on Twitter. They do it.
I know.
And they're just dehumanizing and objectifying people because they're willing to use another person to like better themselves. They're psychopaths. If you do that, you're just a psychopath.
Yeah. Why does social credit even matter though? Like I know that like
because they're losers.
Well,
they don't have any real relationships. That's why they're so sad and depressed and anxious all the time, because they don't have this.
Yeah.
They can't sit here like with another person and be honest without dragging something. Like when we make fun of something, it's in good fun. Like
the
last game, Death Stranding, I gave it hell, but that dude made a video game.
Yeah.
Which is already super hard to do, even if you're like doodly doo
yeah.
doing it in 8-bit, it's still super hard.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give it hell, but it's not true. I'm not doing it to like drag them down. It's to actually promote and just poke fun.
Well, that's why you watch, dude. There's some B-rate horror movies that are in my top 5 movies of all time.
Yeah.
Just because like they're so absurd that you're like, I cannot believe this got made, and then they're actually like, you watch them enough, you're like, okay, they're okay. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's just that this guy made a movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's super hard to do. And, I mean, I'll make fun of, like, Taylor Swift. I think she sucks, but not as a person. It's like, yeah, I don't like her music.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But when you have someone who believes they're, like, doing the greater good.
Oh, yeah.
Taking somebody down or hurting somebody, it's like, no, you're not. You're just a loser.
Yeah. You're a loser.
That's all the way I can explain it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, if that person I'm calling a loser is like that we're here, you know, I might call him a loser, but be like, I don't want you to be a loser.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be your friend and, like, help you be, like, better, help me be better. Let's learn from each other.
Yeah.
That's why I get mad. Like, even, like, certain, like, video game dudes I watch on YouTube, like, at the end of the day, some of them are grifters.
Yeah.
And they will, like, drag something down publicly to get views on their channel. And that's terrible.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like, you can't lower another human being down to that for, you know.
For what?
For
Views?
money or social clout.
Those dudes ain't making shit.
It's just weird. It's nothing of value. I mean, man, the Sistine Chapel exists, and I'm supposed to take what you do seriously?
Like, I mean, dudes like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye,
I like those guys,
and even PewDiePie. And what's funny is PewDiePie to less of the same extent of what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But Markiplier is only happy at like less than 1% of any video thing he's ever made.
Yeah.
He's never happy with it. Like Heist with Markiplier and like another like thing kind of like that. And then this new thing he's doing, like Anus, that thing. He's happy about those things, and that's it. He doesn't like what he like, or he knows that he could do better, and he's like stuck with like 30-something million followers or whatever on YouTube, and he's still trying to figure out how to do like higher art.
Yeah.
And it's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at least he's pushing it. I mean, that's the thing is, like, who told you were supposed to be happy? Like, and that's not to be like a jerk, but it's like, if you have a purpose, that's better than happiness.
Yeah.
Because happiness goes. But purpose is what keeps you from, like, offing yourself.
That's true.
Because, like, a depressed person can be super happy. In fact, like, that's what, like, that's like the definition of, like, bipolar. Like, you're up and down, you fluctuate, but purpose keeps you like that.
Yep.
Like, I learned to use Reaper this weekend, and it was horrible. And I had a migraine and actually threw up from a migraine because I get like 3 a year that are just so awful that I can't do anything. But I sat there from like Friday, I sat there from like 5 till 10 or 11 just being mad.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to use it. And then I sat there and then by Sunday from 12 to like 4:30, I recorded stuff.
That's cool.
Because I had it.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta do the 8 hours of crap to do like the 4 hours of something to get like the 3 minutes of what you want.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's called entropy.
Yeah. Well, that's like with this. Yeah. I mean, to get really meta about it, like, I'm using a... Whoa! Yeah. Do you read me? You got me, man? But I'm...
we need to interject you in a white room like Poppy, dressed in a white shirt, and go, meta. And then it comes back to this.
Yeah. But I'm using a free like video software thing.
You're getting close.
Okay, we're getting close to the distress signal.
Yeah.
But I'm using OBS. Like everybody uses OBS.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm also using a free like video editing software.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to figure it out because it's not great. It's not that good. But I don't know. I've been like making videos for 4 months now.
Yeah.
5 months now. And I feel like barely competent at it.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good because I was like, huh, I can record something and like export it in a readable file that won't take several hours to download or upload to YouTube. And I'm like, good job, me. Now I got to figure out how to like do other stuff, like better editing. And
well, that's the thing is like if you go out and just suck at something, you get kind of good at something. Then you get great at something, and then when you're an expert at something, you find something else to be awful at.
Yeah. Like, I'm happy with these microphones, and I'm happy with our setup. I'm still not happy with, like, how the audio is being...
Yeah, not perfect.
Yeah, it's just because the settings in OBS aren't that great, and these microphones were cheap.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not using, like, a $800 microphone or something. So
I'm thinking the Echo, to get super meta, might also be like a processor thing instead of the microphones.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that at some point it would pick up two different signals of equal volume at the same time.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a skip in the process itself or the computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, not to bore you guys with that kind of stuff, but this is just a glorified podcast.
Yeah. But
anyway,
I do have like these weird settings just to try to make it sound good and make it sound better. And I know sometimes when we get really loud and the echo happens, that's from your like both microphones picking them up.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they're not just louder. So I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think it is a processing issue. And I don't have a super great computer. I'm using like bare bones stuff like just start this and I'm having the best time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care. I don't care. I'm having like really good like I would be doing this anyway.
Well, none of that actually matters. That's the whole thing is like it's like music. Like if you write a great song, it doesn't matter if it's like radio worthy sounding. And the reason that I know for a fact that's true is because they've remastered the Beatles so many times and they still wouldn't play that quality on the radio now.
Yeah.
But and people are like, well, it's nostalgia. No, the Beatles are great no matter what age you are. That's why they remain great.
Yeah.
Stuff can be objectively good, internet. I'm sorry. It makes you feel bad, but it's true. And it can be objectively bad.
Oh.
You want to go black and white for some reason? Get rid of the color? So,
there we go. I was trying to heal.
Same thing with this. Like, people be like, well, what's wrong with that guy's like, shut up. Like, oh, please. If you care what your favorite YouTuber's like setup is or how good or bad the quality is, you're just a whiner.
Yeah. Like, I watched, not to call out Markiplier, I watched Markiplier more than Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie and all that stuff.
Is it the voice?
Well, in those three, yeah. Of those three, I can tolerate him talking more.
Yeah.
Jacksepticeye is too shrill and he's too hype. And PewDiePie is
too Irish.
Nah, I like that Irishness. It's just, PewDiePie is too much of like a, and I hate to say it, but kind of a pushover when he talks. It's not him. It's just like, okay, guys, breakfast. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a character.
Yeah, and I don't vibe with that character. I like Mark just kind of be like, oh, deep voice. Oh, look at that. And it's all like not marketed towards us.
Yeah, it's marketed to kids younger.
Yeah, like 15, 17 years old, and kids get that.
Yeah.
But still, like I watched a Markiplier video the other day, and I was like, God, this is edited really well. But it looks awful.
Yeah.
Like his camera was going on the fritz and stuff. And he has a camera that will like track him and track his face. And it just got like a little bit off.
Yeah.
So it started to drift down and stuff. So they tried to compensate for that.
Yeah.
They tried to like pull it back when it was like doing its weird thing. And I was like, it makes me sick looking at the video.
Yeah.
So I just stopped watching it. So, and I know that like technical difficulties are gonna like. Oh, and here's the thing: there was like 2,000 other Markiplier videos I could have watched, and I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's not a make it or break it. Oh, I'm only gonna watch this one thing. So, that's what's cool about YouTube is there's endless amounts of content.
Oh yeah.
So you can have standards, but it's just like,
Standards.
yeah, you should know what you're watching and know what you're listening to.
Something, but
Oh yeah.
I guess it wasn't enough.
You just gotta be willing to like just talk with people you don't agree with.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Another switch nearby.
About
Take a good look around.
quality too. Like you were talking about standards of art,
Yeah.
and people don't like that.
No.
People don't like to hear that there's such a thing. Ah,
Well, and that's
Don't
the
you
thing
break
is,
that.
people confuse standard like that with technical standards, and it's like that's the problem. That's why you have like a song on the radio that
I don't know.
can be produced by the greatest guy in the world, and maybe it'll get far. But you know what? It's not. It's not going to be remembered in 20 years. It's not
Yeah.
going to be. You know, I mean, I say it, but most of the pop singers we have now, the female ones, they're not Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
and maybe their stuff actually sounds better, but the quality isn't there. The song's not as good. It's like you're gonna compare like this super high quality computer generated image to like, you know, Picasso.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean,
Old Pobs.
and it's not because his name's known. It's like, yeah, that dude was a brilliant artist,
Yeah.
and his worth comes through that, not just his material that he used.
Well, it's like understanding and liking Banksy. Banksy's not cool
Yeah.
or great at what he does because of the mystique.
Yeah.
It's like in opposition to the mystique. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and a lot of it is politically motivated and socially motivated. And if you took away some of that stuff, his art wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But I think because he's actually an artist, he'd probably figure out a way to do something. You know?
Well, even when it's not political, I like how the juxtaposition of stuff. I know
Yeah.
that's like a fancy
No, that's
Art
a common
word.
art word. Yeah.
yeah, but still, he knows how to take tragedy
Yeah.
and like
Great.
beauty
Looks like there's still time to save
and
it.
like in one image that's like spray paint on a wall make
But
you
first,
feel
I
that.
gotta
Yeah.
ask.
Like, and what the medium is, that really matters to him instead of it
Yeah.
just being a canvas, but like painting a little girl holding a red balloon.
Yeah.
That
Just because
that
of walls?
could be on a canvas somewhere, but because it's on a wall,
Yeah.
like in Jerusalem or wherever it was painted, in
Yeah.
Pakistan or whatever, after that city was bombed to hell and back,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Context.
yeah.
Well, I think Banksy's he's
Was it Cerberus?
yeah, right.
I called it.
He's actually like an artist, and that's the thing is people don't realize. A lot of people don't. Just because someone does art
Yeah.
doesn't mean they're an artist.
That's right.
You can be an architect who designs a painting. It doesn't mean you're an artist. And I think some people know that aren't artists, and some don't. But you just kind of know it when you see it. You kind of
Yeah.
just know it. Like the Transformers movies aren't art.
No, they're not.
They're an art. Like film is an art form, but that's
Yeah.
not art.
That's right.
You know, Taxi Driver is art, and I'm gonna catch hell for saying that because people are like, oh, of course you like the angry white guy movie. Yeah, it's a damn good movie. If he was black, I'd still love it. I loved The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. Or was that two? Was he in both of them?
I don't remember.
He's so good. He's the only one I remember. Man on Fire, Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
So I don't know if art really transcends, which it shouldn't have to be said again, but it's been said recently because Parasite won a bunch of awards. Art transcends all race, creed, culture, time.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's art.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Parasite, but I'll take people's word for it. But then you can't turn around and be like,
Man, that's
nitpick.
great.
Then you can't turn around and nitpick the quote unquote politics of a work of art, because when you put when you assert your politics in the art, you're cheapening the art.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Dude, I'm gonna try not to die.
And I don't think art should care about politics because politics doesn't care about art.
Yeah.
It's the first thing politics gets rid of is art that opposes it. That's why comedians get silenced left and right, and that's why, like, artists. Remember when Marilyn Manson was offensive to people?
Yeah.
Now the most offensive thing he could say is women.
Yeah. What are they and what are they doing?
Yeah, let's define that term. That's the most offensive thing that Marilyn Manson could say now. And I don't see it as any worse than it was when it was like super right-wing douchiness. Now
Yeah.
that it's super left-wing douchiness, but it's all douchiness.
Yeah.
Can
Which
you
is
look-
crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's the shallow nature of people in politics, though, in power.
Yeah.
Is people will use whatever means they can to feel better over somebody else. Anytime I see someone with a microphone in front of people and they're playing the crowd, yeah, I don't trust that person.
Yeah.
Because they're a horrible person.
It is weird.
It's
that, like,
yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
but like that you could like pander to somebody and play to a crowd.
And
That's
people
what,
believe it.
yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, you know that person's just trying to get you to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how are you roped into that?
And it's not being cynical. It's like, okay, there's something between, there's a difference between like a let's say a woman doing a lecture on something that she knows something about.
Oh yeah.
That's a lecture, and yeah, maybe she has a book to sell, but it's not the same as like, hey, vote for me. I don't know why I went to the George Bush voice.
vote for me.
I'll do the George Bush voice for Bernie and everybody else too. Vote
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm running for president.
Oh, whoa, Cameron.
Now it's more like a Bill Clinton. It's so weird. It's so weird, the internet
Oh, damn.
being fans of politicians. Like, how? How can you believe this person that's clearly a liar?
Yeah. Well, I've said it before. Like, I was taught,
Yeah.
you know, high strung. No. I was taught to like not trust car salesmen, lawyers, and politicians.
Hey, you can't.
And
The lawyers will tell you that
Yeah.
after you pay them.
yeah,
The car salesman will never tell you that. And the politician will say that about the other politicians.
yeah. I don't know. It's again, I don't know. I don't believe in the whole like what's the word? The I don't know. I can't. I'm fighting a boss. You take over.
I think it's sad when and maybe we should start playing like the Battle Hymn of the Republic. While I say this, it's just sad, especially in America with our history, to see people like make like deifying politicians.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
To be like, oh, they're gonna fix it, and it's like, no, you fix it, and that's super hard. But I mean, me and my wife, this isn't me grandstanding, but me and my wife donate to like certain causes that help stop like sex trafficking and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And no, that's not as good as like being someone there that like gets in the field and does it, but you can't all do that, but you can like donate to it. And it's
Oh,
not to make
shit.
me feel better, but it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's more important than who I vote for, particularly with the morons we've been given to vote for.
Yeah.
Like, that does more good in the world than who's in the White House right now.
Damn.
Because people act like, and it's so weird, like, how old are these people? They have to be like 12. Like, you don't see that every time it's the same problems with a new guy or new woman in office. Meet the new boss.
Yeah. It's the same as the old boss, man.
Yeah. And the wars never stop.
No.
And it's not even a big money thing. It's like before war was profitable, there was still war all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not about profit. It can't be. There's something innate in us that just, we kill each other, we rape each other, we eat each other, and we somehow keep going. It's just weird. Human beings alone, like an individual, is already so complex you'll never understand them, and that's why marriage is cool and important. Or not, let's say not even marriage, let's say like lifelong partnership,
Yeah.
because you'll never get to know that person 100%.
Yeah.
And that's special, that's important, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But then you have to multiply that by what? How many people on the planet now? Like 6 billion?
It's close.
And you're supposed to be like, oh, that's not complicated. Surely this one ism will fix it.
Yeah.
Surely this one belief system understands it so well that if we just employed everything in this ism, everything would be fixed.
Yeah.
Let's
What?
just do that.
Got a B. That ain't bad.
If
But-
only I had the keys to fix everything,
Yeah.
surely I could fix it.
Well, I just don't understand how you can have so much faith in a person. Like, I understand having faith in ideas. That's what
Yeah.
you're talking about, is like isms and stuff. But like, it's they're not.
But no, I'm gonna say what you just said. Yeah, you can have a faith in that ism, but then you have to turn around and say, I don't have faith in a person.
Yeah.
Because even if this ism is perfect, it's not gonna work on the imperfect people.
No, I know. Yeah. Like you can have faith that capitalism is better than socialism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or
but
vice versa.
Yeah, but it's the capitalist and the socialist you shouldn't believe in, because that is a person that's saying,
Yeah.
Let's get her
oh,
back to
if
the
you
apartment.
identify
I guess you
as a
better open up for
capitalist,
French,
you have to take that person on their word.
Yeah.
You can't trust anybody. You certainly
No, they can't trust themselves.
yeah, because okay, if a true capitalist was in the world or whatever,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have fire departments
Yeah, or schools.
or schools
Yeah.
or anything.
You can take what's good about ideas, and that's what we've done or we've tried to do. You can take what's good. And first of all, I'm going to go off on a little tangent. You can't have socialism without capitalism. Because
No, I
something
don't.
has to pay for the socialism.
Yeah, well,
That's just a fact that I don't know why people can't reconcile. You can have capitalism without socialism, and it leads to what am I looking for? Monopolies
yeah.
and horribleness. And you can have socialism without capitalism, and it leads to a bankrupt USSR.
Yeah.
So,
Look at this girl. Sorry. It's like,
so anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't. But the thing is, and I'm gonna go off on a crazy tangent, and I'm not trying to promote my own views
oh
here.
God, look at this. Look at what's going on.
Kill them. I'm not trying to promote my own views here, but every belief,
Hey, let me give a disclaimer.
yeah,
Believe what you want. Just be nice to people.
yeah, there you
So
go.
we're not being mean by
Yeah,
promoting what we believe.
yeah, we don't even know what we believe half the time.
Yeah, but I just want to give that disclaimer because I'm not telling you, or we're not saying this is the only way to think.
Nah.
But being open-minded about shit is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be mean and tell people, oh, there's only one way to think.
Yeah,
So there you go.
and don't demonize people just because they disagree with you.
Yeah.
But anyway, every single idea, if it's supposed to be taken seriously to its extreme point,
Yeah.
which is what happens, particularly in politics and why it gets dangerous, and religion it gets dangerous, is it requires the conformity of a human being to it, and no human being can match up to it, which is why when you had socialism / communism, I want to use both for the Soviet Union because it supposedly started as socialist and grew into communist. Doesn't always do that apparently, but that's Joseph Stalin himself believed the end result of socialism was communism, so he employed it that way, so I'll just leave it there as his interpretation. Anyway, you ended up killing almost 50 to 100 million people.
Yeah.
Because no one can live up to it.
Damn, look at this guy. Sorry.
No, it eats itself. That's the whole thing. The more you build, if someone's above, they're an enemy. You kill them. And that's what happens with religions. You establish a hierarchy and say you have to meet this, and if you don't, then you get killed because we got to have this. They believe the ideal and the idea is more important than human life, and that's when you know it's not worth employing that idea anymore that way.
Yeah.
No ideal like that, and that's why it should be taken ideas like freedom and human rights. Sometimes you have to go to war over them, and it should be a great, heavy, horrible thing that you do, and you should feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to promote this just because I understand it better than other religions, but that's what made Christianity a revolutionary idea. With the idea is this God said, this is the standard, you can't meet it, so I'll meet it for you.
Yeah.
So I'm not promoting, I'm just saying that is what makes it different than every other belief system.
Yeah.
So there's not an excuse in that belief system to kill someone for it,
Yeah.
which is what separates it from other religions.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that people have interpreted it differently, but
That's right.
there is a, not bylaw, but there is a standard in there directly that says that,
Yeah.
which is a great deterrent, which I think every religion I believe should have. Maybe not. It should state human life is more valuable than this
Oh, yeah.
ideal, whatever. So
It's definitely weird that like
no belief you could have is worth demonizing another person for.
well yeah,
Yeah.
but it's weird how like there can be Christians
Yeah.
that like act the way they do online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, aren't you just supposed to love everybody and treat everybody with respect and
Yeah.
like
But it's not a cop out, but that's what that religion actually says is you can't live up to this standard.
yeah.
So you have to answer for yourself, and it's this like cyclical thing of you should only be pointing the finger at yourself because you only answer for yourself.
Yeah. I get you.
But
It's weird.
yeah, but you can. I mean, I don't have time to go into it right now because that's not entirely 100% true what I just said, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can judge other people, because it says you can judge. It says you have to be judged by the same standard.
Yeah.
That's what people don't quite understand.
Judge lest ye not be judged.
Yeah, judge not lest ye be judged, which
Yeah.
says judge, but you're going to be judged by the same standard.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I get you.
Yeah.
I get it.
But the idea of like, I don't know, like I think, like when we went to war with Nazi Germany,
Yeah.
it was justified and right, but it doesn't mean it was right. Like
Yeah.
it's never right to kill someone. Sometimes it's justified, but that doesn't make it right objectively, like good.
Yeah.
We've talked about this with like abortion. I don't believe abortion is objectively good,
Oh man.
but it
We're
may
getting
be
into this.
needed, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how I view like a lot of things.
And
It's never good if something dies.
yeah. And I'm way more radical on that than you are, I think.
That's fine.
And
See?
just you know, just because we've talked about it in private and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that I might like not be able to think about that right. I am kicking these guys' ass.
I know, you're just tearing these up. Take that, all you weaklings on YouTube. Take that, you
Yeah.
journalists.
Look at that.
If there was a
But-
journalist right now, we'd be friendly to him. We'd just give him hell.
Oh no. Well, I say that, and this giant monkey thing like beating my
Monkey
ass.
man.
Yeah.
I like how he spun without moving.
Ah! I keep hitting the camera. Oh my god. We're trying to talk about abortion, and I get all hot and heated. All right, but yeah, it's just one of those things where you said it perfectly. Like, it might not be like the right thing to do, but it might be needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In like a society where, like, you don't want people to be raped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 16 years old, you don't want them to be raped.
Or you don't want like a child or a mother to die, both
no.
die,
Yeah.
or one die,
Yeah.
if it could, you know. And what I'm saying is there's reasons. It's super complicated. That's not saying something's complicated isn't a cop out. It's,
Oh, that's right.
It's a
For sure.
accurate description. That's the whole basis of science. Science
man.
isn't about facts. It's about saying this is super complicated. We're trying to get to facts.
Yeah.
Because when we find something, it's like, well, we thought that's how it worked.
Yeah. And with like medicine, modern medicine, if we
Yeah.
like choose to believe that, maybe abortion will be like a thing of the past. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Maybe,
I will say that, hopefully. It should
Yeah.
hopefully be that.
but you can't have it both ways. And I know people will, but like you can't reject science and then expect like shit to work out for you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing.
Medically.
That's the thing on both sides of every debate. But in that one, both sides reject science. Some people are like, oh, it's a human life. Some people, oh, it's not. And and that's the thing. People, both sides will say, well, science says this, and like, yeah, because science is a group of people, human beings who are flawed, studying something that they believe to be infallible in some way, but not all of it is. That's why there's very few laws in science and very many theories.
Yeah.
And that's not to diminish. That's how it is. That's the fact.
The facts.
That's the fact. I mean, you correct me. This guy is a legitimate bona fide physicist who not only has a piece of paper but has like the credentials of multiple credentials to prove it.
Yeah, thanks for defending my smarts.
No, I'm just saying some
Yeah.
people will have a degree.
Yeah, I
Who
know.
cares? You
Yeah.
actually have like works that have been done.
Yeah,
like evidence to like show that you've read it. Like revolutionize certain fields you've been in.
Yeah. I got scientific papers
Yes,
written under me.
and work and stuff.
Yeah. I did some work on the cosmological like mapping of the universe. So there you go. There's some like shit you guys can look up.
And you worked in a nuclear power plant.
Research facility.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But this guy's kicking my
And
ass.
didn't you calibrate like one of their big microscopes there or whatever it was?
It was hang on.
It was like a brand new
look.
thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, hang on. Boom.
There you go.
I calibrated an X-ray beam generator.
Yeah,
It was like as big as my house.
but it was like a new model that no one had done.
Yeah, no one had done it before.
Yeah, you were the first one that had to do it. So anyway, I trust you to correct me if I'm wrongly defining what science actually is.
Well, it's hard because the technical definition of a theory, right?
Yeah.
If theory can be 100% true, like that's what's weird. It can be
Yeah.
like, but it's just
As observable as we can, as much as we can observe it.
right. So with modern science,
Yeah.
we cannot tell if this is correct or not.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to get better science, but a theory could be like 99.9999%.
It's been tested over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So it's more true. It's more likely to be true than it is to be false.
Yeah. So
But-
it's crazy.
But when you have to say anything, this is strictly with the abortion issue and other stuff. When you have to say, well, it's how you define X.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't speak in absolutes about this.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So,
And I'm totally cool with being wrong about certain things.
yeah, me
but
too.
we all have to agree that like necessary evils
Yeah.
do exist. Not that
Yeah.
what should exist and what shouldn't exist, but they do.
Yeah. And on the opposite, because I agree with that, on the opposite end, you have to say that some things are objective. Like,
Yeah.
if it's a baby or isn't, it's best to not have to kill it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to say kill, it's best to not have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Morally.
Yeah.
But you may have to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, shit. I don't know why both sides can't.
You're breaking my shit.
I got it. That's what we gotta do. I'm tired of dealing with it. Time to manhandle it. Ugh.
Is it?
I know. No, it's tight. It's fine now.
Oh, it's tight.
So, anyway, I don't know why we can't reach consensus like this because, well, I'll tell you what, it's because ideologies on every side of everything and people who, like, utilize those
Yeah.
turn people against each other and weaponize people against each other, and so they just end up screaming about it.
Yeah.
It's, oh, if you believe that, you're oppressing me, or if, oh, you believe that, then you're restricting my rights.
Yeah.
And it's like, whatever. It does amaze me that people believe any kind of utopia could exist with human beings. Like, nah, we kill each other.
Yeah.
Or if all X did Y, then things would be Z. Yeah, you'd think so. Whatever.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
There hasn't been a successful like society yet. You know, like we're all just trying to figure it out. But
We haven't killed all 100% of human beings yet, so I think we're good.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's some people's like prerogative, man. I keep running. The fire has done more damage to me
Yeah, it
than
is.
these two dudes. Man. But I think we got to figure it out, man. And like, as not a history buff, and as most of my friends are history buffs,
Yeah.
like we got to learn from the past. We can't just sit around not understanding like what happened.
Well, it bothers me that, like,
Fuck.
the idea of, like, basic human psychology can be picked up from history because the patterns are there.
Yeah.
And you can cross-reference history with. That's what bothers me is seeing people I know who studied history making the same mistakes and
Yeah.
saying the same stupid things that have been said like 200 years ago that were wrong and
Yeah.
proved to be disastrous. It's just, I don't know.
I'm right there with you, man. I don't get it.
Nah. I'm glad to only have first world problems.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm thankful for that. I wish the whole world only had those problems.
that's right.
Yeah, this is a good place to stop.
We did it. Yeah. I got an S.
All right,
Finally.
thanks for bearing with our stupidity, guys.
I'm gonna see if it saves after this. I think
Next
it
time
will.
we'll make penis jokes.
Yeah.
I told you.
There might be a little
Could
cutscene.
have dealt with that myself.
Man, he's a jerk because he's
Why'd
weak.
you have to
See,
to
you're
play
right. He's gonna be
hero like
mad
that?
because he's weak.
Yeah.
I'm Dad's kid, just like you are. I don't need any help killing
Hey,
chimeras.
Dude,
don't
punch
push
him.
me
Punch
above
him.
my
To hide
boob.
behind.
Yeah, right.
If you're gonna push me, push on my boob.
Dude, just hit
If
him.
I can't take a chimera myself, what's the point of even living?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
See, this is what we're talking about. Like, you had a chimera, man, and you lost one. Oh, that's yours. He's mad at you.
Probably because he's weak.
No way.
I can't breathe. Oh, he should just break his neck right now.
Yeah, if he would just die, it'd be great.
Boom. That'd be a crazy plot twist. Oh, he just takes him. That'd be even cooler.
You're right. He's gonna be evil.
Yeah.
You gotta redeem him or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you find out the police are evil or some crap like that.
From my point of view, the police are evil.
Jerry!
What was it doing?
Alright.
Yeah.
First thing
We gotta get to a save. Does it save? Damn, I don't think it did. Maybe when we go in this thing, it'll save, and then we'll be done.
Because I gotta get my speakers out of there.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it goes.
Saving. We'll fly through the interdimensional loading zone. Whee! Hello. But hey, if you're still here, you should like the video, share the video,
so far,
tell other
so
people
good.
about it, subscribe.
Yeah, follow us on social media. I make fun of stupid stuff and sometimes taunt people to be funny.
There you go. There you go. So goodbye.
Bye.